What's up, guys? Corey here. Today we have some of the latest home invasion videos. My theory was correct that there would be many more of these coming out with the increase of illegals in the USA, and lots of countries are actually bringing down their borders, and migrants are coming in, and they're not giving them work abilities and lots of stuff happening. So we need to be on the watch out there. This is actually from 2024. This was on the third Wednesday, is what the camera says in this video. Um, but regardless, I'm going to show you some stuff that's happening and how you can better protect you and your family during home invasions, how you can stop home invasions from happening in the first place. Right here, we're seeing this gate. It says thugs jammed gate. Not sure exactly how they did that or what that actually means, but when you have these type of entryways where you have to go up a gate, go down a long driveway, you actually need to have someone in your car watching, because as we see in these videos, they like to hide in the bushes, hide around the corner, and people, they'll go to close their garage and just walk inside without watching their garage close. Personally, if my setup was like that, I would be watching till that garage closes with my hand close by to my Second Amendment freedom right. All right, let's go ahead and play this one here. I got 1, 2, 3. Guy just walking by. Who's that guy walking by? Wait, hold on. How? I didn't count all those. Just 3. 1, 2, 3. I was looking at this guy walking back there. 4. All right, and they're wearing masks, COVID masks, and a Santa Claus hat. Wow. All right, so this guy here puts his hands up. What do you want? He's giving him everything, give him his phone, pushes the daughter because she's acting up, points the gun at her. Wow. Yeah, guys, follow the dad's lead in these situations. Don't that lady, she tries to get in the robber's face in the green shirt. All right, so they're sitting there. You got a family of 5 right there. 6 looks like. No, more than that. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Family of 7 right there. Looks like the girl in the green they're upset with. She keeps shouting probably. Everyone else is calm. So this is unfortunate that all these kids are in this. So you got a kid down in the right corner, 1, 2, a kid laying out 3, and then 3 girls, including the wife and the husband. And these guys, man, so husbands, men, you got to teach your kids to be more militant on the watch. You guys, we can't just walk around la 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 like there isn't 10 million illegals in our country. And this says in Durban, so this may be South Africa, but you got to realize that these illegals who are coming in, the majority of them are from Africa. So whether it's South Africa, whether it's France, wherever we're playing these things, whether it's Canada, I'm showing USA mostly, but USA, guys, if it's happening in these other countries, a lot of these people are from these places. So we need to understand how they move. And as you can see here, multiple men. And let's just go ahead and keep watching. And they do have firearms, definitely a real firearm. There's not much they can do right here. They are outnumbered, outgunned. You got to watch your family going into your house. You're going to see through these videos today that these robbers try to capitalize on when the people are going in. All right, it's the easiest way. They don't have to break in doors. They just sneak in right along with the people. Maybe one person sees compared to breaking a window. A lot of people here. All right, so they're just running around, grabbing stuff. That's kind of how this one goes. This isn't, I share this one so you guys, do better at watching your gate. That homeowner should have got them right there. Bang, bang, bang. as they're coming up. Watch your backs, guys. And if they jam the gate regardless, you should have known that if the gate was jammed. So let's go and fast forward. We got some more to watch. Carrying stuff out. And then that girl in the green runs off, right? Like she's going to attack them. See, that's wild. The mama saved that girl probably, because if she would have ran out there and grabbed one of them, took one down, that guy looked like the dad ran out there with a gun at the end. Looked like he went in there and grabbed his gun. So he knew where his pistol was, but he didn't have it on him. Guys, keep it on you. It's a tool for protection. It's not protecting you in your bedroom. All right, family, this is a good learning example. What would you guys do in this situation? Put your comments below, some ideas that you could do to prevent this. I've given a few ideas, but again, that man should have been watching this back for his family's sake. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so this next one is in San Jose. This is 2 months ago. There was a string of robberies, and the way that these robbers, actually 3 females, and they have a unique strategy. It actually goes along with, if you go back to my last video, video number 4, how they act like they were tree trimmers, and the neighbor just cutting a tree, and we got to talk about this tree. Come out, let's look at this tree. Get the homeowner outside, get the homeowner distracted, open the door, act innocent and harmless. We'll watch what these ladies do. Let's go ahead and hear this one.
That is how neighbors are describing a bizarre home invasion robbery in San Jose, and it was caught on camera. The elderly victim says the robbers sweet-talked their way into her home and then pushed their way out with their safe. NBC Bears Damien Trujillo is in that neighborhood with the very latest.
Neighbors say the robbery is very troubling. 3 women in broad daylight, and they feel the suspects were casing the neighborhood. You're about to witness a crime. Surveillance video shows 3 women talking to an elderly couple on Story Road in San Jose on Saturday. The couple's grandson, Josh, tells us the women asked if they could cut some flowers from the couple's garden. Then, while the suspects distracted the grandfather, the 3rd woman appears to go inside, and minutes later, after a short struggle, pushes past the couple, carrying the family safe.
It's very outrageous that they would do in broad daylight and to do with a smile on their faces, knowing that they're taking away from those who can't defend themselves.
San Jose police aren't saying much other than the investigation into the Saturday robbery is active and ongoing. The couple's grandson says there was more than $10,000 inside the safe.
They're just shocked that it happened, that they've been living here for more than 25 years. And when they first came.
Let's pause. There was $10,000 in the safe. It didn't look like there was anyone there to protect that elderly couple. It did look like they had bars over their doors, but they opened it. They were trusting. Can't do that stuff right now in these times, guys. I mean, there's too many factors. The economy, homelessness, drugs, the open border, that you actually can't be opening your doors for people that you don't know like this, because they may have harmless intentions, but there may be some other people behind them. Say there's someone going around asking questions for the city or whatever, and they're actually harmless, asking questions for the city. Talk to them through your door, because there may be robbers following them, waiting for their opportunity. We've seen this happen. I saw this happen. I'm looking for the one where the UPS driver, he shows up and like robbers come right behind the UPS driver. I'll have to find that one for you guys. But, just keep eye and watch. This young boy couldn't really protect them. And yeah, let's keep going.
They said it was much different than how it is now.
Neighbors are stunned.
We need more security for all the neighbors.
We need more security for the neighbors. This lady's saying that. All right, let's listen.
Scary?
Yeah, because it's during the day, so sometimes we are alone at home.
It's during the day, and sometimes we are at home alone. We need more security for the neighborhood. That's what I'm here to tell you guys. That's why I call it this channel HFC Defense, Home, Family, Community. Because, you can be inside by yourself and these people come up on you. But if you have a community security, they call it neighborhood watch, but it actually needs to be neighborhood watch that, protects, neighborhood protection, not just watching, that they can stop this stuff. And, you know, there's different ways to do this. You can create neighborhood security programs. You can create this stuff through your sheriff's office, through your county. Just check out the legislation you have in your area, because you can actually set up a community defense with armed guards for your community in, I'm pretty sure, everywhere. According to the Second Amendment, we're actually supposed to have militias to protect our state security. So look in your area. There is ways to do that. And anyways, I come from Nicaragua, where our neighborhood has about 20 guards, and every person pitches in like $20 a month, and then it pays the salary of them. So
Not to show her face, told me she believes the suspects knocked on her door first.
Some lady came over and says, "Oh, we like your plants. Can we buy the plants?" And said no.
No one was injured in the robbery.
all right, so someone came over before to the neighbor. So they were casing the area, talking about plants. Oh, your plants are nice. Over here they came, hey, can we clip some flowers from your beautiful plants? And they snuck in and stole the safe. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so here's the next one. It was 2 months ago, and it's the same women using the same strategy. If you guys remember in video 4, I talked about how once they discover a strategy that works, they tell their friends about it, and then more people do it until that strategy is burnt up and exposed. And so I'm hoping to expose how these people are drawing people out of their house, building that fake trust. Don't trust anyone that comes to your door if you don't know them. Tell them, back up from the door. Tell me what you want. Watch their hands. You know, again, I had someone come to the door the other day, like I said, and they were like, you ordered pest control? I said, back away from the door, sir. Let me see your hands, because I didn't order that. And he was acting like he had my address, then goes to the neighbor, act like he had their address. So it's just like what we saw in these videos. You got to be on the watch, guys. Let's watch this one, because this is the same group, and it says suspects used distraction strategy to steal $100,000 worth of jewelry from San Jose house. So they kept on doing it. They'll keep doing it until they get caught.
Have struck before. We showed you the video this week of the trio ripping off an elderly couple in San Jose. Well, after seeing our report, another family is coming forward, say they believe they were victimized by the same suspects. Damon Treja has their story, which you'll see only on NBC Bay Area.
In the Evergreen video from the end of September, 4 people knock on the door of the Pocolori family home, one carrying a toddler. They said they wanted to buy a dress, since Renuka is a popular fashion designer from India, Riti Fashions. Renuka let them in, which she admits was a big mistake since she only takes online appointments. The family.
So they appeared. There's a man, it looks like a family with a baby, carrying a baby while they're doing this stuff. Fashion designer, yeah, they got 10,000. Yeah, no, that's a different one. They got the safe, and then I guess they bought some money, put some nice clothes on, and they targeted a fashion designer from India. So now all of a sudden, they're thinking they're professional criminals, and they're going to target certain individuals, right?
He says the women distracted Renuka, while 2 other women carrying sling bags are seen getting out of the SUV and going into the home.
It was kind of dumb on our part.
Minutes later, video shows them hurriedly leaving the home without buying a thing. It wasn't until days later that the family.
And don't trust anyone who is still wearing a COVID mask, all right? Those are criminals. In my opinion, if you still have a COVID mask on, you either need to get right with God or you're a criminal, or both, all right? Why are you hiding your face still?
Family realized what had happened. Their jewelry was missing, worth upwards of $100,000.
So those ladies snuck in, got $100,000 worth of jewelry, and they didn't even realize what was going on. They came in, robbed them in front of their face, and then left and didn't even realize what happened.
We never had this kind of an experience, somebody cheating us to this level. We feel like, you know, after all this education and experience, is it that simple for somebody to cheat us like this way?
Then the family saw our report on Tuesday of the elderly San Jose couple
Well, there's the
who were
lady
robbed
right
by 3
there.
women after being
There she is. Look at them.
distracted. Police say they stole the family safe. The women
There's
looked
the other lady
familiar to
right there. Boom, there she is. They're hiding their face, though. hiding their hair. I mean, that guy's like, is it that easy? All this education we have. So that dude, obviously, maybe he went to college, was very smart, but he didn't learn street smarts.
Raj.
You said that's her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and I'm almost certain.
The San Jose Police Robbery Unit and Financial Crimes Unit are investigating the robberies and perhaps a third that has the same characteristics.
Burying a baby.
It feels creepy and scary, you know, when you think about these people. They walked up to your bedroom and, you know, it's like pretty much sleepless night. You wake up suddenly.
And so I don't even think that counts as like, I mean, that's probably not even the same type of charge because they let him in. It's not, you know, if you're going to let them in and they start robbing you, in some states, you probably can't even shoot them or defend yourself, right? I know that a lot of these videos, they say, wait till the door is broken into, you know, don't shoot through the door and all this stuff. Some people actually teach to shoot through the door if someone's at your door with a gun saying, I'm going to kill you type stuff, but you need to know your state laws, your stand your ground laws, you know, the castle law, the Second Amendment, you need to know that. But they have states that are called Second Amendment Preservation. They have a Second Amendment Preservation Act, and they have another thing called constitutional carry. There's 22 states right now, as of recording this, that allow constitutional carry. You need to check that out if you're in that state. But if you're just letting people in that want to rob you, man, that's a unique deal right there.
And then, you know, you're looking around with the slightest of the noises. Like, are they coming back?
I'm sleeping with a baseball bat next to me, a metal baseball bat. Hey, you know, what can I do? I was telling her, you know, they know very well that we are easy people to cheat. The family says they'd gotten the jewelry out of the safe deposit box because September is a big festive month for Hindus with lots of parties and receptions. Now, with no insurance, the family heirlooms are gone.
So they got their stuff out of a safety deposit box. Okay, hold on. We're going to watch one more with these ladies, and then I got one more thing. There's something they're calling jugging, where people hide out and watch people that go into the banks, watch people go to the ATMs, and maybe in this case, safety deposit boxes. Who's bringing stuff from a safety deposit box home? So when you're grabbing stuff, money, precious things, and traveling home, be all the more alert. Bring a friend, a family member, you know, that you can trust. And let's go ahead and watch this next one because these ladies strike a third time. They didn't stop with all that. All right, this one also 2 months ago. If you see that right there, 2 months ago. Let's go ahead and play it.
They struck again. We're now hearing from a third family who says they too were tricked by several women who robbed them of their family safe. This happened back in August, but the ruse they describe is the same one used in at least 2 other thefts this week.
Right, so
And
this one may have been first,
has the
but after the other ones happened, they started connecting the dots and hey, it's the same people, and that's when the reporting happened. All right, let's keep going.
Exclusive story.
It happened at Parks Alterations on Meridian Avenue back in August, where the owners also live. 2 women in long dresses and a teenager bring in clothes for alteration. Watch as they distract the owner by luring her into the fitting room. Moments later, several other women appear and one slides
There's that
into the
sneaky,
back room.
creepy lady
The
again.
ruse is almost always the same, with the intent to distract with multiple individuals.
In this case, the owner says the thieves ransacked the family home attached to the tailor shop. They made off with this large safe containing more than $100,000 worth of valuables.
Dang,
We're just heartbroken as
$100,000.
our whole family. Like my parents are still losing sleep.
The family did not want us to show their faces or reveal their names.
They were robbed of their whole retirement savings, just family heirlooms, jewelry that won't be covered by insurance.
Police say this theft is similar to the others we've been reporting this week. The safe stolen from an elderly family by women in long dresses. The valuable jewelry taken from a family in Evergreen by women in long dresses accompanied by a man. All using distraction as their strategy while one or more sneak inside. Police are still working to link the 3 cases together.
Wow. So, yeah, they're obviously linked together. I mean, you can see right there, same lady. So this lady got the first safe, next $100,000 in jewelry, next $100,000 in cash, along with all their retirement savings, all that stuff, a big safe. So I'm wondering how these people are knowing about these safes. It's almost like they're watching, people that are at the bank, or somehow they're casing these people for sure. But anyways, these would be considered more professional of criminals. But guys, guard your stuff better. That's what I got for this one. All right. But I did want to show how they're using this tactic and easily getting by people through distraction. Let's go ahead and check out this next one where they call it jugging. All right, this one here, 3 months ago, Chicago. And let's go ahead and watch.
This morning, frightening moments caught on camera. Police in Dallas say this Texas dad
3 dudes with guns. 1, 2, 3.
was a victim of bank jugging, coming face to face with 3 armed men as they surrounded his car with his stepson in the passenger seat.
Never, ever did I think something like this would happen.
Jugging is when criminals lie in wait as unsuspecting victims withdraw cash from an ATM, follow the victims to their destinations, and in many cases, rob them at gunpoint. It's exactly what Dallas police say happened to Mark Gardner just this week. Watch as Gardner backs into his driveway. An SUV immediately pulls in front, blocking him in. 3 men with guns hop out and they try to bust through the windows.
This is where they
I think there was 4. Was there 4? Was that the
Blocking
shadow?
him in. 3 men with guns hop out and they try to bust
Okay,
through
that
the
was
windows.
the
this
jackets
is where
one.
they took the butt of the gun and kept pounding it. Give it up, give it up. I started banging back and it startled the guy. He went back like this.
Desperate to get to safety, Mark then takes off, dragging
Yep.
2 of the suspects who had latched onto the door handles.
off. He
Police
should've took
say
off a
these
long time
violent
ago.
robberies are on the rise
Thing almost
nationwide,
broke on his
and
face.
particularly across Texas.
So this is Texas. Wow. It says particularly across Texas. So no, actually this is Chicago, I think. But it's saying
Are
on the rise.
nationwide, but particularly across
Hmm.
Texas.
Yeah, I
And
wonder
take
why
a look
Texas.
at this incident
Oh,
at
yeah,
a
look at this
Dallas
one.
gas station from May. This woman pumping gas after coming from a
Dallas.
nearby bank. Watch as the man smashes her window and jumps into the front seat of her SUV, grabbing the envelope of cash and taking off.
Yeah, she was completely defenseless. Like, even if she did catch him, he was going to do it anyways. And he knew she had something. See, that's what they're calling jugging. So obviously they're watching ATM, and now they had a bag. So they're probably just watching people going in and out of banks, guys. Private security time for people carrying bags of money.
These jugging schemes are armed robbery. In many states, that could carry 20, 25 years if you actually harm the person.
Mark Gardner says he's just grateful to escape and is sharing his story to warn others.
All right, we got another one here in Queens 2 months ago. It says police are looking for a group of mass robbers who they said shot a man during a home invasion in Flushing, Queens early Wednesday. All right, watch this one, guys.
Video shows hooded
they're
suspects trying to
speaking
break
Spanish,
into a
too.
home on 62nd Avenue, first smashing the surveillance camera. Police say Wednesday morning at 5:30, at least 6 armed masked men forced their way into the basement.
This is what I'm trying to say. All right, this is New York, Queens. They're dropping off tons of illegals over there. And I'm pretty sure he said allá, which means there. Regardless of where they're from, doesn't matter. The point is, I guess it does matter. But the point is there's at least 6 armed robbers right here. So this is what I'm talking about. People are like, oh, 1 or 2, you're ready to deal with, 1 or 2 robbers with your 6-shooter revolver. But 6 is a whole different ballgame. All right. And these, you'll see what happens.
Basement where residents, including a child, were sleeping. Video shows hooded suspects trying to break into a home on 62nd Avenue, first smashing the surveillance camera. Police say Wednesday morning at 5:30, at least 6 armed masked men forced their way into the basement where residents, including a child, were sleeping.
The gun put my head. No, tell me keep quiet. He said, you have keys. I don't want to hurt you. At first, they come downstairs, but they look for money and for the key for the car.
These tenants who didn't want to share their
They wanted
names
the
say
car,
the burglars demanded the keys to a Range Rover that was parked out front, but told them it wasn't theirs.
I think they just see the car is pretty expensive. They think this rich they should get some valuable things.
Police sources say the suspects searched the basement and stole $800 cash and an iPad and then went upstairs.
Well, I was in the bedroom to call the police.
This woman, who didn't want to show her face, lives upstairs with her boyfriend. They own the Range Rover. She says she has no reason to believe they would be targeted other than to steal their SUV.
Our cars, and we always park over here, and we're close to the highway and easy to escape.
Their friend, a 31-year-old who also lives upstairs,
Okay,
confronted the
hold on,
suspect.
pause. Look at their door. They have metal over their door. All right, that's what I'm talking about right there. But it said they forced their way into the basement. So obviously there was another door. Secure both doors, not just one, or else they're going to come. Like, obviously you don't want them coming in the front door, but even more so, you don't want them coming in the back door, the basement door. Do the same thing. This is what you guys need on your doors right there. They didn't come in that door. They didn't come in that door. And that window would have been very hard to get into. And it looks like at the bottom there, that window has metal over it. These doors are very hard to get into without making a lot of noise.
And tried to push them out. Police say that's when one of them shot him in the chest and arm. Police say he was rushed to Booth Memorial Hospital in critical condition.
He just tried to protect our, home.
They say the suspects got away in a car.
So one guy got shot in the chest and arm trying to push them out. Again, if there's 6 armed robbers and they can't get into the door, all right, because obviously they didn't get that front door. They took the camera and came around another door, and they wanted the car. Guys, this is what we're seeing all throughout these different cities, is they're going after the vehicles. Give me the keys, give me the keys. That's all they care about. So somebody's obviously buying these cars from them, or else they wouldn't be doing this en masse. So, but if all these doors are protected and you got someone banging on the door trying to get in for 30 minutes, clank, 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 you're going to hear that first of all. And again, you have the vantage point where one bullet flees all of them. All of them are gone. All right. Because they can't get in. They're stuck at an entrance. You have this door. You have the window. You have all these different points to be prepared from. Again, here's another example of people who were not prepared. If you're prepared, you wouldn't let them come in. They wouldn't have a chance. They'd have one access point, if that, and that access point has multiple barriers, multiple obstacles. A lot of noise has to be made for them to get in, to alert you, to give you time to defend your homes. This one here is 6 days ago, and very wild what happens. Let's go. So he's got some sort of tool right there. He's breaking the lock, it looks like. See that strategy he's got right there? Looks like, yeah, he knew what he was doing there. Alarm is going off on the truck, I think. But look, he opens. You see what he does? He opens the middle console right there. All right, what does he got? You see what he's got? Hold on. All right, let's go back. He knows right where he's going. That's wild. And then he gets out. Hold on. Boom. He had a gun, guys. See that? Grab the dude's gun. See if I can catch it. There it is. Bang. He did not have something like that. He had a little tool. He grabbed a gun, got the gun, and ran. There's even tools in the back of this thing. He didn't even grab those. So this dude is not smart leaving a gun in his truck and tools in the back. But now you guys can see how easily they can get into these vehicles. So don't leave your valuables in your vehicles. Another tip. And then you can see, I think the alarm is going off on that truck. Yep, alarm's going off. All right, I got one more here, I believe. Yep, one more. All right, this one also shows up 5 days ago. Let's go ahead and play this. All right, again, a single door stopping the world from getting into your house. Make it more difficult when you guys build. You could even do a steel reinforced frame. All right, there he is walking around. I want to show you what this guy's after. What does he get? Let's see. Oh, there it was. See that? Hold on, back. There's a gun coming in. All right, so he's got a bow right there and 2 guns. Back it up one click. A bow, 2 rifles. All right, this is the last thing we want criminals stealing, people. All right, man, you know, in my opinion, it's important to have someone in the house, guarding the house, watching the front door if you got all these valuables, or at least make a strong defense on your doors. If you guys would do that, I would feel much better. If we would start putting a strong defense on our doors and windows, we could stop a majority of these crimes. All right, so this guy continues to run around, grabbing stuff. But again, they kind of have a joke in Nicaragua. There was a meme where they're like, your security camera watches the criminals break in. My dogs stop them. So, you know, a couple Rottweilers, a couple German Shepherds, maybe some Dobermans. This dude would have lost his life. All right. Those dogs would have ate this dude. So you need dogs. And there's also ways to train your dog to protect better. But that's one of the other main things. There's not security on the doors and there's no dogs. And you can run drills where an intruder breaks in, you scream, but the intruder's got, you know, a bodysuit on to see what your dog would do. All right. Because if your dog's not going to protect, you need to bring around another dog that will teach them to protect. We call them in Spanish, un perro bravo, a brave dog. Those are the ones that guard. And they always ask, is that dog bravo? And we'll say yes or no. No means he's not going to bite you. Yes means he's going to bite you if you act up. So there's, you know, a small percentage of dogs that will actually defend and bite. Some will growl and then they'll run off. But some will actually be brave and they will defend and bite. And that's the problem here. Again, no dogs, no security on the front door. Make sure to subscribe and follow so you can see what's happening in your country, the latest break-ins and the tactics they're using so that you can protect your home, family, community. Home, family, community. We see the need for all 3 of these things right here. This is in broad daylight. Those ladies were in broad daylight. Where's the neighborhood watch? Where's the neighborhood security? And also private security. If you're carrying around sacks of money and $100,000 stored up in your house, come on, guys. Let's think differently. Later.